A lot like it is in most schools, you know, there's some excitement when it comes to the first day of school. We're joined here by Rick Sola, who's the principal of Prairie Trail Middle School. You're the assistant principal for a number of years, first year at the helm. Everybody's excited on the first day of school, but maybe what are you looking at the school calendar this year? A couple of things you're really excited about.
Well, short term, next week we're going to launch our iPads back out to our students. This will be year 2 with our iPads, and that's a great learning tool for the classroom and for our students, and they're really excited. Our staff's really excited to get that out. Long term, we've got a lot of things on the calendar. Performing arts wise, we have a huge performing arts program. We're going to be performing Annie this year out of our drama department, so that'll be really cool. That'll be this fall. So.
You have 900 kids, you told me. That's a whole bunch of middle schoolers. That middle school is a a strange age. I can attest to that one, or unique, awkward. What is it you like about it? You've been around it. You taught in the middle school level. You've been the principal around it for a long time. What is your favorite part about it?
Just what you said. It's unique. There's a lot going on socially. They're growing intellectually. There's not a day that goes by where we don't do a lot of high fives. Relationships are huge here, and it's an awkward time, and I think that's what makes it so great, and that's what all the teachers here love about middle school. Everybody here loves middle school. That's why we're here.
Very good. Rick Sola, principal of Prairie Trail Middle School here in Olathe. So 900 kids here. That's a lot, but that's no big thing for the Olathe School District. They're the largest in the area. They're used to having lots of kids, 30,000 or approaching 30,000 total enrollment in the school district. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Martin. We'll be out there all morning long talking to kids and the superintendent. Also send us those back to school, first day of school pictures on our website or our Facebook page or hashtag KMBC. All right, we're getting a first-hand look now at what it's like to be a kindergartner.
Yesterday, we introduced you to Judah Fritz, who wore a GoPro to his first day of school in the Center School District, and now we're getting a chance to see that video.
You can see Judah walking up to school. He was holding his mom's hand there. This unique point of view capturing his arrival at school on the red carpet there and helping us understand what the day is like for a young student. So yeah, a lot of fun. It's so funny. I was saying earlier how low to the ground he is, little kindergartner. Yeah. Stay with us for more back to school coverage. It's 7:21.
Let's go. Oh. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. The ball's in the same line. You're going through a tight one. You keep the listen in mind.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. We're waking up to mostly sunny skies, dry conditions, a few showers and thunderstorms, but those are well off towards our north and west. I anticipate that they will be staying there. But we do have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast as we move closer towards our weekend. All right, temperatures right now 71 in Lee Summit, 74 for Liberty. Kansas City, you're currently at 69 degrees, 68 in Olathe, 72. For Gardner and Sedalia and Paola in Ottawa, why not? Your temperature right now is 72 degrees as well. Cameron, you're one of the cooler spots this morning at 66 degrees. Over the next 3 days, this is what we're expecting. It's going to be a change of pace, that's for sure. Today, mostly sunny, hot, humid, high of 92. Friday, good chance of strong to possibly severe storms late Friday night to early Saturday. And then by Saturday afternoon, drying out with a comfortable high temperature of 76.
Welcome back. It is 8:26 and a problem, boy, bad place, bad time, prototypical situation here in that regard that we have an accident northbound I-35 in that construction, 7th Street traffic way. Well, not really in the construction. The construction's downstream a little bit. And boy, we see this all the time, the tail end of the initial backup from some construction. And that's when we see another accident. And this one, thankfully, they moved to the left shoulder. A couple of minutes ago, they had that left center lane blocked as well. All vehicles off the road. So I really don't know, at least initially here, if this is going to add to the backup we have anyway from 7th Street Traffic Way on back towards Southwest Boulevard. We did, though, have that lane blocked for a while, so the backup has extended now back further towards 18th Street Expressway. An easy, probably 10 or 15-minute drive time delay through there. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back over to you.
A standoff in KCK ends with no arrest. Why the police chief isn't apologizing at the one promise he's making to anyone who's concerned.
Also, a new place to enjoy some great barbecue opening today in Johnson County. It's 7:27.
This is KMBC 9 First News on KCWE.
Good morning. It's 7:30. Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. I'm Emily Welsh.
And I'm Rob Hughes. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Jennifer McDermott. Jennifer, good morning. How's it looking?
Good morning. It's looking beautiful this morning. We have sunny skies out there. Temperatures, they're starting to creep up to the warm areas, that's for sure, with 70 starting to pop up on our chart. 73 is our current temperature in Overland Park, 71 in Blue Springs. We still have a few 60s scattered across, however. 68 in Olathe, 69 in Smithville and Kansas City. Current temperature is 69 degrees. The 70s continue just south of I-70, 72 for Clinton, 72 for Sedalia. Cameron, one of the more comfortable spots at 67 degrees. If you're heading off to the Royals game later on this evening, I think you're in great shape. It will be a little on the toasty side, however. First pitch at 7:15 against the Twins. Temperature of 89 degrees, and by the 7th inning, we'll notice a little more cloud cover out there with a temperature of 80 degrees. However, this is what we're looking at in our weather center, a hot and humid day for today, and then we're tracking the potential of storm chances as we head closer towards the weekend. But after the storms leave us, the highs will be back into the 70s. We'll have all those details coming up. Emily?
Well, Chopper 9's Johnny Rollins keeping an eye on that morning commute. What's going on there, Johnny?
Well, it's the accident we have a little bit downstream, northbound I-35 near 7th Street Trafficway. The left lane blocked up there for a while, but they have since opened that up. This accident, though, a lot of activity on the shoulder of the road, and so we're seeing the backup a little bit further than we would normally see. This look northbound I-35 from Southwest Boulevard. It's eased back almost all the way to 18th Street Expressway, and since we've put this construction in and kind of worked through a regular regular routine, we've seen normally the backup only to about Southwest Boulevard. So worse than we would normally see, and it's going to be an extra 10-15 minutes for you through here. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back over to you.
The chief of the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department defending the decision to end a tense hours-long standoff. The standoff started Tuesday morning when federal marshals tried to serve a warrant at a home near 57th and Parallel Parkway. They said Gregory Andrews violated his parole for a sex crime with a minor. After a 6-hour standoff, police finally left without making an arrest. Chief Terry Ziegler says it was a no-win situation.
I mean, we walk away. Some people aren't happy with us walking away. We go in the house and get in a deadly confrontation, then people would have been upset about that. There's always tomorrow or next day to get somebody.
Ziegler promised that Andrews will be taken to jail, but as of now, he's still a free man.
Police in Lawrence searching for 3 men suspected of firing shots at a basketball court. This happened late Tuesday night on Tennessee Street near KU's campus. Police say the men took off in a dark-colored car. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but anyone with information is asked to call police. And we want you to take a good look at your screen right now. Police in Overland Park hope that you recognize these people involved in a theft last month on West 95th. Those suspects were seen leaving in a gray Ford Escape. If you recognize them, call the TIPS hotline.
2 young Kansas City boys killed in a shooting over the weekend will be laid to rest on Saturday. 8-year-old Montel Ross and 9-year-old Jaden Uwu were shot and killed outside their house early Saturday morning. A teenage girl was also hurt. Those 2 boys were cousins. Their families now trying to cope with the loss.
It's just hard to believe that someone, I mean, it's almost like an assassination, for that to happen.
I don't know what I would do if I didn't. They weren't for their support.
If you would like to donate to help out with funeral expenses, you can write a check to Serenity Memorial Chapel. Emily?
Comfort Dogs will be at Heritage Christian Academy today to help students grieving the loss of 10-year-old Caleb Schwab. Schwab was killed riding the Verrucht water slide at Schlitterbahn. Those dogs will be at the school today and tomorrow. The school has also had grief counselors on campus for the students. Next week, a chance to meet the officers who keep you safe while you enjoy a cool treat. Instead of Coffee with a Cop, the Lenexa Police Department is hosting Froyo with a Cop. That's next Wednesday from 6 to 8 at Peach Wave on 87th Street Parkway. You could come out, meet the officers, and enjoy a canine demonstration as well. Rob?
7:34 News Chopper 9's Johnny Rollins keeping an eye on the morning commute for you. Johnny, how's it looking out there?
Well, we had the accident a little bit downstream here, northbound I-35 at 7th Street Trafficway. It is in the construction a little bit north of there. They take away the left lane, and you have some bridge work over there by the Cambridge Circle. So daily we have a backup all the way to Southwest Boulevard. It's pretty slow, though, as you can see back here to 18th Street Expressway. It's picked up just a little bit in the last couple of minutes as we are getting a little bit later. In fact, this backup typically hits at its worst in the 8 o'clock hour. But we did have an accident near 7th Street Trafficway, gummed up the works a little bit, so so this just a hair slower than we would normally see. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back over to you.
New this morning, the GOP may be distancing itself from Donald Trump. The Republican National Committee has confirmed it may start diverting resources away from the presidential race and support Senate and House candidates instead. The committee says that could happen if Trump's poll numbers don't improve in the coming weeks. Hillary Clinton's running mate took a break from the campaign trail to enjoy some delicious Kansas City barbecue. Tim Kaine grew up in Overland Park, and he was back yesterday for a fundraiser and to have some dinner at Jack Stack Barbecue in the Crossroads. He was joined by several family members there, and we asked him how it felt to be back in Kansas City. He said it is very good. Former presidential candidate Carly Fiorina will be in Overland Park today. She is going to be speaking at an event hosted by the Kansas Republican House Campaign Committee. That event is at the Ritz-Charles in Overland Park. Also happening today, Attorney General and gubernatorial candidate Chris Koster will be at the Missouri State Fair. He'll be attending the governor's ham breakfast this morning and then visit with several agricultural leaders. Koster plans to talk about his plans to grow the industry, create jobs, and improve roads in rural Missouri. He's made supporting agriculture one of his top priorities. Rob?
7:36. Let's take a look at your top stories around the country this morning. Sylville Smith's relatives say he went to high school with the officer who killed him. Smith was fatally shot in Milwaukee last weekend, sparking riots. His sister says the officer, quote, didn't like my brother and used to harass Sylville. A friend says the officer had a, quote, personal vendetta against Smith. A hate crime against Muslims is being investigated in Maine. Police found notes urging violence against Muslims in an apartment complex in Westbrook. An Iraqi man found the notes. Now, police don't know if the threats are related to an Iranian man who came to Maine in 2009 and lived in those apartments. Adnan Vazeli reportedly fought for ISIS when he was killed in Lebanon last year. The Washington Monument is closed again after elevator problems. The elevator's compensating cable broke loose from the car, causing it to stop between the 490-foot and 500-foot levels. Officials say the problem started Wednesday. One employee was trapped in that elevator but is okay. 84 visitors had to walk down the stairs without incident. The monument is closed today while crews try to fix that problem. Emily?
7:37, and a new place to grab some dinner tonight in Lenexa, Hayward's Pit Barbecue. We were at that restaurant in January when they found out that they were going to have to move from Overland Park because their building was sold. Now, it was the oldest restaurant in the city, dating back to the 70s. They're known for ribs and burnt ends. There's a grand opening at their new location on Santa Fe Trail Drive today in Lenexa. That's at noon. Two local veterans organizations are partnering for a charity screening.
Honoring America's Warriors and Friends in Service of Heroes invite you to come out to see Citizen Soldier. It's a documentary that features a National Guard unit's deployment to Afghanistan. It is being shown this Friday, 7:30 p.m. at Garmin in Olathe, and Saturday, 5:30 p.m. at the Doubletree in Overland Park. It is free and open to the public. Donations will be accepted. More information, just stop by our website, KNBC.com. Make sure you click on the 9 Can Help tab.
And I've seen the trailer for this. It looks really compelling because it's helmet cam footage from the guys as they were actually fighting.
It is, yeah. It's won some awards already. There's been a lot of buzz about it. Definitely, it's free, open to the public. Hope you can make it.
All right. Well, wild weather ravaging parts of the country.
A growing wildfire in California presenting a challenge to firefighters. Why it's so difficult for crews to get under control.
And down south, deadly flooding in Louisiana. A look at the devastation and who's being brought in today to judge the government's response.
Plus, the ultimate fan experience, the party happening ahead of this weekend's Sporting KC game, and the performer sure to get people out of their seats.
A lot of kids throughout the metro getting back into that early morning routine, getting ready to head back to school today.
One of the schools heading back today is Prairie Trail Middle School. That is where KNBC 9's Martin Augustine joins us live now. Martin.
I'm visiting with a couple of the 900 students here at Prairie Trail Middle School. My new bestest friends here, Avery Hurley and Morgan Cabler. Now we're going to introduce you to these two because they have a very special role here at Prairie Trail. They are among a team of people called the Tech Team. And Avery, tell us a little bit about what the Tech Team is all about.
You get a chance to teach teachers the technology that we use and help them out. And it's fun because you get to switch places with them for a little bit.
So teaching teachers, now that's going to make anybody's ears perk up a little bit. Tell me, what's it like to teach the teachers about technology?
It's like teaching them kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but what you're learning, like you're teaching them instead of, they get to figure out what it's like to be taught. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Are they good students or are they eager students from your point of view as the teacher in this?
Some of them are good, some of them are like eager, but depends on the teacher.
And what are you solving for teachers, or what are you helping them with, Avery?
It helps them with all their technology problems, like if they can't figure out how to connect to Wi-Fi or download an app, or if they, we give them recommendations for apps to use as a class.
Now, you've been doing this since last year, the second quarter of last year, and there's a group of about 10 of you. So you've had some chance to practice. Was it strange the first time you went in to work with teachers?
Yeah, it was really strange because like it was just kind of like doing a presentation, but to all the teachers, so it was really like odd, like they're all judging you on what you're teaching them.
But do they come around?
They come around.
All right, they come around. Very good. Avery Hurley, Morgan Cabler, part of the tech team here at Prairie Trail Middle School. I did ask these two also if they were excited about the first day, and they're both are kind of like, first day, we've done it before. But a couple of really neat kids that provide a great service here for their teachers. Back to you.
Right, teaching the teachers. Love it. Thanks, Martin. And with that school year kicking off today for a lot of students across the metro, we want to see those back to school pictures. Send them to us.
I want to show you right here Isaiah Smotherman on his first day of 5th grade in the Shawnee Mission School District. Isaiah looking good. And here's little Roman Henry's first day of preschool. And yeah, he's looking awesome too.
Posing. I love it.
Looking good. We do want to see yours, so make sure you send them in. Send your pictures in. We will air it right here on First News. The Hickman Mills School District is in need of volunteers.
They're having a back to school rally this Saturday, and they're going to give away at least 800 to 1,000 backpacks. So this is where you come in. They're asking for volunteers to help stuff those backpacks with back to school supplies. They'll be stuffing them today from 10 to noon at the Irvin Early Learning Center on Greenwood Road.
7:44, let's check back in with News Chopper 9's Johnny Williams, keeping an eye, as always, on your morning commute. Johnny, good morning.
Well, good morning. We've got a new problem now. It's going to be southbound I-35 coming in from the Northland. A big accident here. Several vehicles involved and only a very narrow one lane getting through. Now, this is that run after the I-35-29 merge, so you can imagine heavy traffic through here. And at that time of the rush hour where we have yet to sort through the heaviest of it. So I-35 backing up beyond Antioch back towards Choteau, and so too southbound I-35 backing up towards North Oak. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back over to you.
Progress this morning in the battle against a major wildfire burning in Southern California. Crews now say they have 4% of the Blue Cut fire contained compared to 0% yesterday. Some roads reopening overnight, making it easier for evacuees. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has more.
This is nuts. Fire on both sides of me.
The out-of-control Blue Cut wildfire is not letting up in Southern California.
It hit hard, it hit fast. It hit with an intensity that we haven't seen.
It started as a small brush